What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 74 of the PrimeTime Gorehounds. On Friday, January 26th is officially 5:25 Central Time, watching Halloween Resurrection. Oh, this is a conversation starter. But
It's gonna be a
yes,
long
I'm
one.
here. I'm here with Paul Bird, and of course, I'm Primetime James Thomas. And ladies and gentlemen, we are live. And yes, indeed. And well, Paul, you already told me how you're feeling before we went on the air.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I
I
don't
can't
have to
complain.
really. Let's just say, Paul has had a day. He's had a day. Um, um,
Yeah. I've just got back in the door here, folks. Reason why we're a little bit late is because I had to go and get some photos for the local metal bands that were playing in my town, and it was basically Death Assault, Mechanized. I forgot the name of the fourth band, and the main band was Warcrap, which is like the local, like well-known band here. And the mosh pit got fucking wild, man. And I'm there in the middle of the mosh pit trying to get the photos and the angle shots that I need. And somebody knocked into me and I jacked my ankle. Nothing's broken, but I had to hobble all the way home, which is a good 30 minutes or so, because there was no taxis to drop me off. So I'm like, fuck. Now what do I do? So I had to hobble. So yeah, and I'm partially a little deaf in one ear because I was right next to the speakers, blasted in my eardrums just to get the shot I wanted. And yes, and plus I had booze splash all over me because I got knocked over with somebody. So I smell of booze. I'm a little fragile, partially deaf, and I got a trip to go to next week, but I'm still here to do this show. Barely.
Rock and roll, man! Rock and roll.
Yep. Hey, I live, breathe, eat, sleep, and shit metal, and the things I do to get that photo.
Man, that would honestly piss me off, man. But shout out to you, Paul. I admire the dedication. Um,
Yeah.
but as for me, man, it's been an easygoing week for me. You know, nothing too crazy. Of course, had my show last week, which was a lot of fun. The start of a new chapter of the me and Rip Studwell storyline. Did you happen to see that clip?
I saw that image. I was like looking. I thought, is that Rip Studwell? Because your face said it all. You were like, what the fuck?
Yes. I had to look Michael Myers had when Busta Rhymes bust through the door. Yeah. Yes. I'll just be really quick. We should never have Michael looking like that. Like, what the fuck? Like, never.
Yeah, he's like, thinking, bitch, really?
Yeah, that should never happen. But the story is that Rip Studwell returned to our version of the Royal Rumble, and that's just another layer to the story. I'm just gonna say it's gonna lead to a potential street fight in our version of WrestleMania. I'm very excited for it. Yes, it should be fun. But other than that, though, it's been an easy going week, and of course, it concludes with us watching Halloween Resurrection. Now, the greatest Halloween film in the franchise. Look, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Look, I completely. There are Halloween fans that hate this movie. They hate it. They hate what it represents. I'm completely fine with that. This movie is known for taking the biggest dump on the fantastic finish that was Halloween H2O.
Oh, man.
This movie is notorious for taking a huge dump on the Michael Myers character. And all that's justified, all that I completely understand. But me, I can't bring myself to hate this film, and there's a specific reason why that is. Um, this movie came out in 2002,
22
July
years.
of 2000, July of 2002. By the way, which that in itself is a red flag. But
Well, believe it or not, when this film came out, I was 18.
I was 9.
There you go.
So I was 9 years old, and this movie was the first Halloween movie I saw in the movie theater.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, it was the first Halloween movie that I had a movie theater. It was me and my mother and my aunt came to visit my dad here in Davenport from Chicago. And then we was like, yeah, let's go watch that new Halloween film. My best friend at the time, who lived right down the street from me, ain't seen him about like a year. We hung out and asked him to come along. He came along and watched this film. This was my first Halloween movie experience. And when you're 9 years old, you're not thinking about, all the plot and all that stuff. It's just, it was just cool to see a Halloween film on the big screen.
Exactly.
And this movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Seeing a Halloween film in a dark theater and a big ass screen terrified me. And I can't bring myself to hate this film. Now, granted, if this movie came out in 2015 or something or if I was born 10 years before, I was born in 1993. If I was born maybe 1973 or 83 and I saw this film, I probably would have fucking hated this. I probably would have hated every single solitary second of this. But because this movie is so close to my childhood, plus it is so early 2000s, which is my era, and I like Busta Rhymes. I'm a Busta Rhymes fan. I can't help it. I can't bring myself. Now, the first 15 minutes is ridiculous. The first 15 minutes is bullshit.
Yeah.
Other than that, I can't bring I know, shoot me. I'm sorry. I can't bring myself to hate it, but I completely understand when I hear people say this is garbage. It's the worst movie in the franchise. It's one of the worst movies of all time. I completely get it. But for me, I can't do it.
Well, for me, here's the thing. There are faults with this movie I can see that I can understand why people are so pissed off about it. And yeah, this movie does suck when it comes to critics and fans. I get it. But you're going to think I'm crazy when I say this, but I can tolerate watching this a lot more than Halloween Ends. Now, the one thing I love about this movie, this is the only good thing about this movie that I like, and I wish they did it throughout the whole fucking movie, was the found footage idea. I thought that would have been perfect if they had this as the whole movie. And what's fucked up about this, right? Think about this, too. The guy who directed this is the same guy who did Halloween 2, coming back to do this 20-odd years later.
My favorite Halloween film in the franchise, yep.
Yeah. And it was also his first movie when he did it back then. So I guess he kind of went back to the movie that made him famous, but unfortunately, this movie.
Well. I mean, look, I love Halloween too, and I'm not disrespecting Rick Rosenthal at all.
No.
But you could tell we watched Halloween 2. We kind of had like a poltergeist situation where Rick Rosenthal's name is on the project.
Carpenter was doing it,
but Carpenter was really the one that was really pulling the strings on some scenes.
Yeah. Now I'm just seeing who wrote the screenplay for this fucking Halloween monstrosity. Okay, it was written by Larry Brand and another guy called Sean Hood. Now I can click on Sean Hood's name and let me see what he's gone and done. Okay, so after he did Halloween Resurrection, he went on to write the screenplay for Cube 2, that reboot of Conan the Barbarian, and oh shit. Do you want to know what he did in 2005?
What?
Crow Wicked Prayer.
All right, so he's a hack. Okay, he's a hack. Gotcha.
He hasn't done anything. He hasn't wrote a script for a movie since 2014, but he has wrote some TV show in 2022 called Freak Angels, whatever the fuck that is.
So he's a hack. Gotcha.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. But yeah. Yeah, but strap in tight because this is going to be a very interesting. I'm going to be so emotionally up and down with this film because there can be something that pisses me off, and some moments I'll be like, I like it.
Well, it's been a minute since I've seen this one, so.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. So, of course, we are about 2 seconds in. We're about to see the Dimension Film logo appear on the screen. Of course, you can watch along with us. I'm watching this on Amazon. Of course, you can watch this live with us, or of course in the archive, watch it live with us. Like I said, 2 seconds in. And we're about to get this started. So the rules are: we go 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, you press play. Again, 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, you press play.
And for those who don't press play, you'd probably be doing yourself a favor. But for those who don't, your balls are going to get blasted.
Oh, shit, man. All right, here we go.
Well, imagine what I'll be like when we do Halloween Ends. You can imagine what I'll say on that one, but that's the topic for a different day.
Okay, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. All right.
Yeah.
All right, in 3, 2, 1, play.
Here we go. We're in Dimension Films, which is not around anymore. We all know why. And my TV remote decided to land on my lap for no reason. What the fuck? Anyway, Mustafa Akif presents. This was actually Mustafa's final movie he produced before he had his tragic demise at some bombing that happened 2 years after.
I'm not gonna hold you up. I don't mind this rendition of the Halloween theme song.
I think it's okay. I like it.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And we go straight into the theme song, which is okay, nice.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, I remember when I saw this advertised, my initial thought was, fuck off, how is he still alive? He had his head chopped off. So I was trying to figure out, like, what's going on here? At the time.
Yeah.
And then we find out.
Yeah, that was. I'm sure that's a big reason why a lot of people want to go see this film. For how is he still alive? Because a severed head is a severed head at the end of the day.
Well, he's not Art the Clown. I'll say that.
Yeah, this is a fine rendition. You know, I like the whole opera, thing they brought into this. I like it.
I do like it, but you think about it also, like the music, the look, and the feel of this. This is like 2 years after the Scream craze. We just had Scream 3 2 years before this.
Oh, God. There's Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode doing the narration, and she phones it in. She phones it in because look, everybody. If you know the story about Jamie Lee Curtis and why she had to do this movie.
She wanted to be done. That's the reason. The only reason she came back and said, "Yeah, I'll come back as long as you kill me off." Creepy ass doll.
Yeah, the Raggedy Ann doll, which is a callback to the first film. And there's Jamie Lee Curtis. I will say, the wig here looks more convincing here than it did in Halloween 2.
I'm sorry, but she still looks good with long hair. I don't know, the short hair thing. I'm just like, but that's me.
She looks good regardless.
Yeah, she does. It's true.
Like here, they try to make her look crazy in this here, and I'm like, she still looks good.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how she's going to do in this upcoming movie that's based on a video game she's in called Borderlands.
Grace Anderson Sanitarium.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's so what happened. That the orderlies, that the inmates will literally just be walking around. That will definitely happen.
I'm not sure if they would be walking around like that. There's just no way.
No,
I
they
know
wouldn't. They wouldn't.
over here they'd be in lockdown. Well, there's his head.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're kind of ahead of me,
Yeah,
but
I'm on Amazon Prime, so
yeah, but you just chopped it. Now this explanation is probably the biggest cheat in horror movie history.
yeah, he's lowering himself down, I guess.
Yeah, this is the biggest. So you're telling me the movie's telling me that that wasn't Michael Myers at the end of H2O. That was a paramedic. So you're telling me that Michael Myers had enough time to choke out the paramedic, take his clothes off, take the paramedic's clothes off, put his clothes on the paramedic, and he puts the paramedic's clothes on. He had enough time to do that.
And I want to point something out too. As people forgetting that he got burned in part 2, shouldn't he have like burns all over his hands and face? And how has he got fucking hair all of a sudden?
You can have that same critique in Halloween H2O.
Yeah.
But it's just unnecessary. Like I don't believe Michael would do that.
No.
Like I believe he would got up, maybe choke, kill the paramedic, and just walk into the ether.
Yeah, dude,
that I would believe.
Yeah, he would have just killed the paramedic, and that would have been it. He had gone. You would have never found his body.
Yes, escape from the back door and never be seen again. That would have been more believable. But that whole elaborate plot, it's like, really?
I mean, here's the thing, right? People thought Halloween H2O was going to be it. I mean, people build it as this was it. So they kind of put themselves in a corner when it came to, like, when they said, okay, we're going to make a part 8. Yeah, Michael Myers is back. Well, how the hell is he back? We chopped his head off. Oh, I don't know. Just think of something.
But here's the thing, Paul. Here's the thing, Paul, okay? Look, listen. By the time Halloween H2O was released, they didn't know it was going to be a hit. They obviously did not know. So Mustafa Khan created an out. He created an out during the middle of filming H2O that under no circumstances Michael Myers could be killed. So if Halloween H2O wasn't a hit, then that would have been it. I firmly believe H2O would have been it. But because it wasn't a hit, they had an out. And oh god, look at this. Yes, yeah. Michael got a brand new mask and jumpsuit, and he's standing in a very brightly lit spotlight. Like, oh god.
And he's got eye makeup on to black his eyes out. I should know because when we're doing Venice Carnival stuff, I got to do the same thing.
That's another problem I have, seeing his eyes so visibly. It's like, but
yeah, I know. Like, why would they do that? We don't need to see his eyes.
But what I was saying was they had an out. And because Halloween H2O was so successful, Mustafa Khan was like, well, obviously the people want to see more Michael, so let's bring him back. And they were like, and then Kevin Williams was like, no, what are you doing? Like.
Yeah, I mean, like the film went on to make $75 million. This is H2O we're talking about here. It made $75 million against a budget of $17 million, right? So yeah, of course that was a major hit for something like that. And then when Halloween Resurrection showed up, the budget for that was like $15 million, and it only made 37.
It was just that whole thing was just unnecessary. It was so unnecessary. Just the idea of Michael Myers being butt-ass naked, switching outfits. Like, no, this is not it. Just have him just walk away.
I ain't buying it. Sorry, he should have just walked off.
And how did Michael get a new jumpsuit? How did he find a new mask? Like it's stuff like that where I'm like, come on.
What did he do? Kill another gas station attendant that we didn't see?
And rob another hardware store?
Probably.
Now, I will say, Brad Lurie, who plays Michael Myers here, I thought he was fine. I honestly thought he was fine.
I thought he did all right.
I just feel bad because he's arguably, in a lot of people, the worst Halloween movie in the franchise. But But yeah, I like his walk. His physique reminds me a lot of Nick Castle. He kind of moves like Nick Castle. So like, okay, I thought Brad Laurie's portrayal of Michael Myers I thought was one of the highlights of the film.
I mean, the guy clearly did his homework when it came to portraying Michael Myers. He obviously saw the first movie, yeah.
Yeah, clearly he did. I thought, like I say, it scared me when I was a kid.
Yeah, I mean, like the guy was creeping up like an assassin out of nowhere. So it's funny because he did pretty good as Michael Myers, but unfortunately, he had the misfortune of being in the worst one for a lot of people.
Yes, it's unfortunate. Now, I thought this was silly here when they pull the whole slowly coming down from the ceiling gimmick. I'm like, why would he do that again?
It's like I don't know. I guess they thought it was a neat trick and they wanted to do it again. I don't know.
Yeah, it was neat. It was neat. I thought it was kind of stupid. H2O too. It's like Michael wouldn't really do that. But he would just hide. He would just hide in a corner and just sneak up on you.
Yeah, like how was he able to get up there in the first place?
Hey, we're supposed to believe that Michael is he's in the ceiling. He's in the.
Been working out in the gym, I guess.
Hi.
Oh, the dude has no fucking head.
I'm Batman.
Yeah.
How do you not see your guy's dead body there?
I don't know. Oh, and to my knowledge, also, this was the only Halloween movie in the series in the UK that had a 15 rating because all of them were 18s up to this point.
And so Michael grabs him and slits his throat.
Oh, your head. I'll pause a bit where there's the clown looking out the window. Tell me when you get there.
It's a cool shot of him on the wall with his silhouette in the wall. That's a cool shot.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna hit the play button now.
All right, I see the clown reading.
And Myers just walked by.
He just walks by. The cinematography is fine. Like, between this and H2O, this feels more like a Halloween film with the blue lighting, you know?
Yeah, the photography was done by a guy called... Let me get his name. Pull him up. His name is David Gids. He did... I'm going to see what films he's done. He did When a Stranger Calls Back, which is like the original sequel to When a Stranger Calls. He's done MacGyver, Smoking Aces 2, Tucker and Dale versus Evil. So he's done a couple of films and TV shows mostly.
Michael just completely just walked through that door like the Kool-Aid man.
Thinks he's Jason all of a sudden. Or he thinks he's a maniac cop. Remember that guy when he walked through the fucking doors in part 2?
Yeah. And I like the mask. Michael looks better here than he did in all of H2O.
I agree with that, yeah. And at least they didn't use a CG mask.
I don't know why Michael has an afro.
I was about to say, like, what's with the afro?
He has an afro. Dude? Yeah, look at his hair. It's like it's all...
It almost looks like Sid Vicious's hair. I don't mean the wrestler Sid Vicious. I mean the punk rock guy.
I'm the ruler of the world!
Yeah.
What if Michael just said that walking down? like, I'm the ruler, I'm the man! Who's the man?
I'd have just walked out of the cinema if he did that.
Look at that. Man. Oh, look at that. Now Michael's hair's fixed now. It's fixed.
Fuck.
I guess someone in production was like, oh shit, wait, Brad, stop. Like, okay, let me fix it back. Okay, now go.
I know. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
And Michael's we see him so clearly. It's like, what was you saying, Paul?
I was saying, this is bullshit what happens here.
Like, this whole sequence is dumb.
Yeah. But yeah, like you're saying, he's too lit up. He needs to be in the shadows. That's the whole...
We see him too well.
Yeah.
Which I get at this point of the franchise, why not? But...
Yeah. Oh, keep in mind also, this was also the final Halloween movie in the original series canon until they had to reboot it with Rob Zombie's one about 5 years after this one. And then they got rebooted again 10 odd years later.
Yeah, this is the final Hollywood of the original timeline.
Yeah.
You wanna know why? I'm not afraid of you. What about you? You afraid of me? You're afraid of me, bitch.
I don't think Mars is scared of anything.
I mean, I like the mask on him. I would maybe paint the eyebrows white. The eyebrows, like, ugh, no, just paint it white.
Yeah.
But I like the mask. Like I said, like Brad Lurie and Michael himself, outside of the inconsistencies of his character, which we'll later get into, he's fine. Now again, stupid shit like this. How would Michael know that paramedic did that?
Yeah, like I never understood that. How would he know?
And also too, with that whole thing with paramedic, you know, like why would the paramedic? We're supposed to believe that's a paramedic. He lunges at Lori. He survives getting thrown through the windshield, gets run over, gets crushed by a van, and is still alive. Like I
don't get that.
That doesn't make any sense. And he doesn't have the common sense to take the mask off. Like
no.
It's stupid. It's stupid.
And he just stabbed her. And I can hear myself. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is bullshit right here.
Yeah, well, he just stabbed her for me.
Yeah, I'll just pause a second. She just kissed him. Tell me when you get there.
Why would she kiss him?
I don't get it. She did it?
Just now. I'll see you in hell.
Well, this.
Yeah, she just falls into CGI trees.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like that's how you kill off Laurie Strode. Like that's how they did it.
As far as I'm concerned, that's the end of the movie.
Is it some bullshit?
Yep. Nice 15-minute short film, guys. Appreciate it. Well, that's the end of the show, guys. We're done.
Well, yeah. Well, for a lot of people, Paul, this was the end of the film. It's just like it's like nobody could really get into this movie because of what we just saw. It's like that's it. That's how you kill her off. The hands of the knife. Which again, would Michael really do that though?
No, he just stopped that dude. Just for even seeing him. But he's just like, hey, here you go. I'm done. So I'm guessing after
here you go, kid. Like Michael might as well could have grabbed a Sharpie and signed it and gave it to him.
Yeah. I'm guessing after he killed her, he ended up going back home and he thought, well, I've done what I wanted to do. That's it. I'm going home. And do whatever it is I do back home. Maybe that's what that was about here.
Brad. I thought that whole expedition, born October 1990, I thought that was so forced. But
didn't need that.
They didn't really need. Like I don't care. But but Brad Lurie, hey, he was the least of my problems in this film. I thought he was really solid as Michael Myers. I thought he very intimidating, and he was fine.
Yeah,
he was fine.
He's all right. Haddonfield University.
Yep, there's Rick Rosenthal himself.
Oh wait, that's him?
Yes.
Oh shit. Well, I know he's also a film teacher now. That's why he doesn't do a lot of films these days. So this is kind of his element.
Oh yeah, early 2000s back. Yeah, we still had chalkboards. We still had projectors like that. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you right now, when I was in college, we still had the whiteboard, but we've got like these digital boards now that's connected to your PC. And you can just write it on the screen. Yeah. So, but we still had to do some of our work on books, of course, even though we have plenty of computers to do the shit on. But yeah, the lecture rooms were similar to this. This is going to sound crazy, but I actually miss college.
Oh, good times. Listen to this music, Paul. It's like this is early 2000 at its full glory.
Yeah, this is post Scream right here. Like I'm listening to the soundtrack, I'm like, yeah, this is so early 2000s and late 90s. This is definitely what I grew up around.
But I don't mind it though. And there's Katie Sackhoff, who, when I was younger, I thought was Brittany Murphy. I thought it was Brittany Murphy in this movie.
I bet.
But you see now this movie going forward, I don't mind. I don't mind at all.
Again, I don't hate this movie. I mean, this movie is for its time, I guess.
I think what had now, if you just took away the Lori portion of this film, and it was about a film about a couple college kids going and investigating the Myers house without knowing Michael Myers is in there,
it would have worked.
I think you kind of got something there. And then you got the idea of the webcam, which, you know, this movie was very great. It's dated, but it's kind of ahead of its time, you know, like
Yeah.
This was live streaming before live streaming, and this was when live stream was brand new in the early 2000s.
Oh yeah, early internet stuff, you know, and live stream stuff. I mean, we had like Big Brother, that TV show, which was a major thing at the time.
Survivor.
Yep, Survivor.
Yeah, Survivor was like the show around this time.
Yeah, I remember seeing that on TV like pretty much 24/7 when they had it over here, and especially Big Brother and all that. And yeah, just this was that time, man, where we were starting to see a whole bunch of new innovative stuff in terms of technology and how entertainment was carried out. This was like the infancy days, you know.
I always thought this part was stupid.
This creepy ass dude.
Oh, what he does here, I always thought that was dumb. Like, it wasn't funny. He picked up a knife
annoying.
and never put it down again. That's just like that wasn't funny.
Just throwing his ass out the door.
Yeah, I just thought, was that supposed to be a joke? Well, that definitely didn't hit at all.
No,
that was a miss.
It did not hit at all. No. I just had to pause it a second because I could hear the way I was ahead. She typing Deckard on the laptop. That fucking laptop, dude. That is an old one.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at the laptop. Yeah. Look at Decker's. Look at Decker's computer.
I mean, that's like a fucking. Probably a 512 megabyte hard drive storage, and that's about it. We never had like gigabytes or terabytes on this stuff.
Man, we've come a long way. I remember having computers like this.
I used to have a PC like this. I used to have one exactly like that.
They come on AOL dial-up.
Oh.
And then right when you're about to get on the internet, someone picks up the phone.
Yeah, and you're like, Mom, I just want to load that.
Mom, I'm on the internet.
Yeah. And then, I remember this one time, right? And my mom gave me shit for this. She'll probably vouch for me in the chat box. Because I was new to the internet and I was browsing the WWE chat box stuff. And the next thing I know, about 2 weeks later, we get a phone bill of nearly $400. Go figure. I got in shit for that one.
That did not look like Haddonfield. We saw her driving, so that did not. It did not look like a small town.
I'm gonna see where the filming locations are. Hang on.
Vancouver.
Yeah,
I think it was
Vancouver,
in Canada,
British Columbia, and some of it was in California. I guess that was the bit for the flashback scene. And the hospital was Riverview Hospital in British Columbia.
And there he is. Woo-ha!
Busta Rhymes.
Look, listen. Like, again, I people hate Busta Rhymes. Look, he's so over the top and campy. He's entertaining to me. He's charismatic. He's entertaining to me. I can't help it.
Hey, I'm not arguing it 1 second. I mean, he was popular as hell back then. So of course he was like this.
Gotta remember, Busta Rhymes at this point was in 2002 was one of the biggest rappers in the world. Like he was very popular at the time. So when I heard he was going to be in this film, I got hype. And then you have Tyra Banks, who before did Higher Learning. She was like the premier supermodel at the time. Granted, it was obviously an attempt to bring in the younger urban audience because this was still around the time, early 2000s, when horror was still in that second phase it was in.
Yeah. You could say horror movies changed course when 2004 rolled around, because once the Saw movie dropped, that was it.
Yeah.
Horror kicked into another gear.
Oh, that's right. This girl screams so loud she breaks the glass, which doesn't come to effect. Which doesn't come into an effect at all throughout the rest of the film.
Nah, like never mind. She just shattered the glass.
I love it. Like, now that's what I'm looking for. And then people say, "Oh, Busta Rhymes doing kung fu." I'm like, well, the movie establishes that he watches kung fu movies.
Yeah, like what's he watching on TV right now?
I mean, they like he pulled it out of his ass.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's ironic? 1 year later, we all know about a certain martial art classic that Quentin Tarantino does.
Oh, Kill Bill.
Yeah. Fucking love that movie.
I thought the girl Sarah here, I thought she was fine. You know, she was just there.
Yeah.
I mean, she's hot. I mean, don't get me wrong, but she was just kind of just there.
Yeah, she was just there just for being there, really.
You are the real deal. Every instant element about you. It's what the audience really wants. Wah!
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God. Speaking of Busta Rhymes, like I just saw an interview of his. I forgot what the interview's name was. It was a really, really good interview. We was talking about, his weight problems, how he almost died, and all that stuff. It was a really, really good interview.
Yeah.
It's good to see Busta Rhymes. He's still doing his thing. I think he just dropped a new album too.
Yeah, I mean he's 51 and he's still rocking stuff like he's doing right now.
What do you mean you don't want to be famous? It's the American dream.
Yeah, I mean that album that came out. Yeah, I'm saying the album that came out.
Is good. Beer is good. Beer motivates. Beer gets me alive.
But yeah, I'm saying, that album he released last year, that was his 11th one.
Good for him.
Yeah, 11 albums in. I mean, there's not many artists and there's not many bands that get to that level of albums. You know what I mean? Oh shit.
Yeah. But I just feel that Sarah's okay. And I'm like, oh fuck! Yeah, oh shit.
Just had Michael Myers have a bit of a Friday the 13th Part 5 moment there.
Now, Paul, how Michael looked right there, he looked 10 times better there than he did in that scene of Halloween H2O. Remember that scene of Halloween H2O when he's like behind Lori, when she's like looking at some shit in a store? Like he looked a lot better there.
Yeah, I mean,
if Michael had this mask in H2O, it makes Halloween H2O a lot better.
Oh, dude, if he had, like I said, if they had the guy that made the mask on that one that was on here, it would have been amazing, But there were so many issues with the mask in H2O back then, like some of them were just ridiculous,
Yeah, talking to this girl online. Yeah, there's a problem, Deckard. You're like 15, and she's 19, brother.
You sure he looks 15? He doesn't look 15 to me.
Well. His character's supposed to be, because I think his friend says that, dude, you just graduated from junior high.
Oh yeah, fair point. Oh my God, those type of phones, ones where you got a little pen. And
I know the Palm palettes, bro.
Yeah, that's those HP phones.
Oh God, man! Like I said, the one thing that's great about being a millennial is that I was able to see the old technology, and I was able to see what technology would later come into. So this whole thing is just it's just a time. It's like going back in time for me.
Yeah, like for me, like when it comes to technology, because I'm a little bit older, I've seen all kinds of technology dating from the 80s and 90s. I mean, I've seen video game consoles in its infancy to where we are today. I mean, keep in mind, 2002, we had the fucking PlayStation 2 going mad with the sales. And if I remember correctly, wasn't the original Xbox out around that time? Oh, and don't forget the Cube
Yep.
remake of Resident Evil. Fucking love that. Was the only reason I got a Cube was just for that game. That was it. Good
And
times back then.
And also, the house here, I think the house is great. It looks probably the best house since the first film. Well, of course, we got Halloween Kills and Ends. Well, Halloween Kills, but
Halloween Kills out. Yeah, that house was cool.
Yeah,
and I think this might have been the closest it had to near identical look to the house as well in terms of the layout from the original.
Well, this should have been the house they should have built for, because this was a sound stage, but this was the house they should have built for fucking Halloween 5.
Yeah, which looked like a bloody mansion from Resident Evil, I might add.
But I didn't mind the idea of the webcam and the camera idea. I didn't mind it.
Dude, I love the whole found footage idea.
I thought it makes it different, makes it cool, and then we got sexy ass Tyra Banks in her prime dancing to some early 2000 R&B music, which should not be in a Halloween film.
No, and keep in mind also the whole found footage thing. This was like 3 years after Blair Witch.
Michael picking up the tripod. Yeah, we got a thinking man's Myers here. He's like, ooh, maybe I'll just use this. Maybe I'll just use this. Like, how did he know? Like, how did he know that could kill somebody?
I like that. I like the whole fact you can see it from his point of view. It looks like something out of Doom right now.
Yeah.
And then, this sucks.
This death always annoyed. This death always annoyed me. Like, fight! What are you doing?
Why would you just be backing off, dude?
Why would you just back up? What? This man just took it.
I'll be fucking kicked. Oh, there's that look.
Like even Michael was like, "Damn, you're not going. You didn't even try to fight."
Yeah, it's like, really, dude? Really? Okay, I'll kill you anyway.
I mean, I'll take it, but
but I like the whole first-person view they had going on there. It looked like something out of Doom.
Yeah,
I thought it was great.
And of course, Tyra never sees this. God, look at that cell phone. Look at that cell phone.
That's a Sony Ericsson. I tried to get one of those phones, but they were out of my price range back in the day.
Tyra got the little whipped cream on her nose. She's so cute.
Yeah. That's
not a good angle. You see the tripod leg. That's not a good angle.
Like, what the fuck?
But yeah, I just felt I just felt that, that just seemed just annoying me. Like, this man's trying to attack you, you just took it. Like, bro.
Yeah, I'll be kicking the shit out of him, or at least trying to.
Exactly, man.
Like, I'm coming out,
and I'm just like,
swinging.
Yeah, you're going out swinging. At that point, like, you could see Michael in the window.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Try to hide him better.
You could see him in the window. That's hilarious.
Unbelievable.
Michael is looking out like Michael looking like you.
Yeah, he's like, what are you guys doing in my house?
And Michael's like, yeah. Michael's like, can you see me? Oh shit, they can't.
Hey, and what's up, Lou and Philip in the chat? Glad to see you in here.
I thought it was like you could clearly see him looking out the window.
Yeah.
But this whole idea with the webcam and stuff, like, it makes it. Yes, it dates it, but I just think it just makes it different. It's not the same Halloween movie. But that's kind of, we can say that's kind of like the problem with this film. Like, it feels like Michael's in a whole other movie.
Yeah, I mean, like, think about this, right? You remember that special feature that was on the DVD of this film where it's just strictly found footage? If the whole film was like that,
oh hell yeah, that would have been great.
I would have fucking been right on board for it all the way through from start to finish.
But I think you could use Michael very effectively in a found footage film. I feel.
Yeah, but when the camera starts jumping to this found footage bit and then it jumps to the conventional filmmaking, I'm just like, dude, make your damn mind up.
Right.
Honestly, I would have preferred the found footage aspect. I don't know what the hell Rick was thinking when it came to, being on and off when it came to this type of scenes.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy when you think about how low key, how innovative this movie really is.
Yeah, I mean that's the only good thing about this movie for a lot of people, including myself, is that the found footage concept. If they used it more, man, it would have been a lot more effective.
Well, we missed it, but I just love Buster. He's like, let the danger begin in this motherfucker.
Yeah, I did catch that bit.
But I just, oh yeah, we're about to get this scene. You're like this close to being voted off the island. Now, Paul, if you're not from that era, you don't get that reference.
No.
That's why I mean, because that's a Survivor reference.
Yeah, Survivor,
so that's why I say this movie is kind of dated, because like if you're not from that era, you don't get that reference.
No, you totally won't. I mean, people today would truly never get it. Me and James.
Oh no! People today would be like, "What the fuck she mean by that?"
Yeah, well, like I said, they would never know. Whereas for us, it's like, yeah, we know what that is.
Yeah.
I mean, we were old enough to know what Survivor was.
Got great legs. What time do they open? Oh, so 1 o'clock. Like I'm sorry. I don't mind this cast.
Oh, the cast ain't too bad.
Like they have some person like Sean William Scott from Sean Patrick Thomas. He was in Save the Last Dance, and I think he was in Barbershop the same year. I like the idea he can't stop talking about food.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he's been in quite a bunch of movies. What was the last one he was in? Hang on, I'm going to take a look. The last movie he was in was a film called Kill.
I didn't like that when Kate Sackhoff screamed and you see that little quick glimpse of Michael. It's like, didn't need that.
It's like, whatever. Dude, why you got like a baby's table thing with straps to it?
Well, if you remember, Paul, like a good majority of everything in the house was set up by Dangertainment.
Yeah. But I remember watching it back then, thinking, "Man, Michael Myers' childhood wasn't like that."
Yeah, I was like, let's not. Yeah, I'd be like, let's not go there with him, like, which they eventually kind of did with Rob Zombie's Halloween, but
yeah. Kind of remind me of House of Wax when I saw that chip. Oh, there's Michael standing there.
Yeah, you're definitely ahead of me. I don't know what's going on.
Fuck, I guess it's because it's region thing. I mean, I'll just pause it. Let me know when you see the camera.
Why are you touching me? All right. Get this weird slow mo. Yep, and see Michael's feet.
And the camera goes up.
I like his breathing.
Yeah, I think the breathing is pretty cool. What the fuck? Yep. Now I'm gonna put this.
Why do that? It's like why do that pointless jump scare?
I don't know. That's the thing. Now,
early 2000s jump scare. Go ahead.
If this was a Halloween party I'd be organizing, you can imagine the kind of music I'd be having playing on there. There'd be some Misfits playing.
Man, I remember going to Halloween parties like this, man, when everybody was in costume, having fun. Last Halloween party I went to, it was like nobody dressed up. I'm like, you guys are lame.
Dude, it's like nowadays, Halloween is such a taboo thing for a lot of people. I mean, in the UK, you barely get anything like that now. Nowadays, they try to put people off from even doing trick-or-treating at the fucking doors here because the cops will stop you and bust your ass for it if you go past a certain time. It's stupid, I know.
I didn't mind. Ryan Merriman, who I think was in Final Destination 3.
Yeah,
I remember him from the Disney movies, like Smart House, Luck of the Irish. Like I said, everything in this movie is like captured like my childhood. So that's like I kind of have a soft spot for this.
Exactly, man. I mean, like this movie is obviously going to be nostalgic for people like us, you know. Oh man, I missed doing this.
I listen to the music. Sounds like something you hear from. Sounds like something you hear off screen.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing too. And
the kids walking to the Myers house. Why would they do that? But okay,
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, the shit with Scream 7, man. Shit. Now the director's gone.
But yeah, like visually, this movie compared to Halloween H2O, which I said that was kind of one of the bigger problems with Halloween H2O, is like it didn't feel like Halloween. No, Resurrection doesn't necessarily feel like Halloween, but it like I said, with the blue lighting, which is very essential to the Halloween films, it feels more like it than H2O does.
Did you see that little quick cut with Myers showing up on the screen then?
Yeah, I'm like that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That wasn't too bad.
Careful, Jen.
You careful.
Yeah. And of course, I forgot what his name was, but coming straight off the set of American Pie.
Oh yeah, let me see if I get his name.
I know his name was Kevin. American Pie, and Luck of the Irish too. Not Luck of the Rookie of the Year, something like that. I don't know.
What's his character's name in this film?
Bill.
Thomas Ian Nicholas. Yes. Yeah. Like I said, just coming off the set of American Pie. Yeah, and he's been in pretty much. Well, he was in American Reunion.
Yeah, he's been in all of them, I think.
Yeah, he has. He's been in all of them, and I actually have heard they're planning on doing another one.
Yeah,
I know.
Heard it plenty of times. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, man, good luck trying to do that. Do that type of film in 2024.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
right?
I remember watching the first two American Pie films. I actually watched them recently, and I was like, "Ooh, you cannot do this movie. You can't do it today."
No, hey, listen to this. I'm just reading into it. According to Hollywood Reporter, it's informed that another American Pie Presents movie was in the works at Universal 4040 Studios. So one of those direct-to-video ones is dropping out instead. And as far as the main series goes, there hasn't been anything going on since 2021. There has been talks of it, but
I think after the reunion, I think that was supposed to be like the final one.
That should have been it. Yeah, I think just leave it there. Really, should have ended on.
I mean, utilizing Michael in the shadows of the house. Like, I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there is some good qualities to this movie. It's just that it's in the bad film for a lot of people.
Underutilizes Tyra Banks, in my opinion. I think Tyra Banks' role could have been so much bigger because she's the camera person. Like, she sees everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you could have taken out the Decker character, which I don't mind the Decker character, but you could have taken the Decker character and gave that to Tyra, where Tyra was like telling Sarah where to go and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was kind of my biggest problem. That was my biggest problem with this movie. I thought completely underutilized Tyra Banks.
Yeah, I think maybe one of the reasons why is because I'm guessing she had a hectic schedule, so they only had to have her for like a certain amount of time so they could get her scenes done. Maybe that's why.
And why?
Because, like you
Why
said,
get her?
you know,
Okay.
I know, but like you said, like there are some people that think, oh, I can be involved in that, even if it's just briefly. I mean, fucking hell, look at the fact that you had Kylie Minogue in San Andreas, and well, she didn't last very long, but you get the idea. Sometimes they have that little time slot to do something.
Oh, now the one thing. Now, granted, one thing about webcams back in the early 2000s, shitty connection.
Oh, dude, like I remember when we tried to have one of those back in the early days, and I was trying to get it to work, and we had jack shit signal and connections, and yeah, it wasn't. It was kind of like a waste of money at the time.
Screwing a music major would be tantamount to lesbianism. I could get into that. I would laugh at that.
I don't know why, but there you go. Oh,
Now here's my problem. Now we see Michael. We still talk about food, but you think all he ate was Twinkies. Do you think about anything other than food? Would you like to know?
did they get spooked?
Yeah. They hear Jet scream, and they're running up
Yep.
the stairs.
I'm ahead for some bloody reason. I'll pause it to the part where one of them's opened the door and it's on a camera.
All right, walking towards the door. He opening the door. Yeah, Michael's in the corner.
Yep. And we're about 42 minutes into this movie, by the way, guys. And this is an 85-minute movie.
I thought that was kind of creepy. I thought that was kind of creepy there.
It was a nice little moment there, yeah.
Then she screams. I love how Jen at the same time processes to scare herself, trying to scare Sarah.
That is so Scream when I saw that.
That was very Scream. That was very Scream.
Like I said, this was hot off the heels of the trilogy at the time.
But this is my problem. This is where I kind of have a problem with Tyra's character. I'm just like, we're about to see Thomas Ian Nichols die, and nobody sees this.
No. I remember when you saw the found footage version of this, and it was pretty crazy when you see him just jumping out the fucking mirror like this.
When I was a kid, this scared the shit out of me.
I'm not surprised the way he just fucking did that.
Those little sound effects.
Oh, right in the
You're right there.
fucking ow.
And the one thing I thought it was so silly was that every time Michael pulled his knife out, it sounded like a sword coming out of its metal sheath.
I always did that with those movies back in the day. I mean, even when Jason was pulling out his fucking machete in one of the films.
I know. We're like, it doesn't do that.
What? Like, why did they add that sound effect to a film like this? Like, you don't need it.
Because like I said, it was the early 2000s.
Yeah, you're right. People wanted to have that cool sound effect of a knife unshiving, and I'm just like, you didn't need it though. But okay, fine.
Why is he holding a knife like that?
Myers doesn't hold a knife like that.
He doesn't hold the knife like. But here's another problem too. Like the Myers house is not exactly a big house.
No, it's not.
And there's like 6 people in the house. I understand they're all spread apart in different parts of the house, but nobody sees Michael walking around freely in the house.
And shouldn't they have heard that guy get a knife in his head?
Exactly. Like I said, it's just the inconsistencies. It's like, yeah, come on.
Oh, the inconsistencies are all over the fucking place in this movie.
I mean, at least in the original version, because I've seen how Bill originally died in this film. It makes more sense, but...
Got somewhat of a young Hugh Hefner dropping in there then?
Hey, is this that Michael Myers thing?
Yep.
And look, man, I'm just kind of like, this would never happen. But no party would just stop.
No, it wouldn't. No,
because here's my thing. Like, we're supposed to believe this Dangertainment thing is like this big worldwide premiere stream. I would show other people of the country watching this show, except just this party.
Yeah, but I think unfortunately, I don't think they had the budget for that, or they didn't think about that idea at the time.
Yeah, I remember hearing that this girl here, the redhead. I remember hearing that like a few years ago. She was caught some scary shit where she was like, I think like she was like kidnapped or something like that. She's fine now, but yeah, I heard she was some really scary shit.
What's her name?
Daisy something.
Oh, Daisy McCracken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking into that right now. Yeah, the kidnapping in 2017 by fellow actor Joseph Caprone. Were victims of a kidnapping in Los Angeles. 3 assailants, Amber Neal, Keith Andre Stewart, and Jones entered the house, pistol whipped the boyfriend. Then they ended up in a house in Compton, stripped him nude, bound him.
Compton? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And they basically stripped him bollock naked, bounded him, placed him in a bathtub without food for about 30 hours. Meanwhile, 2 of the other assailants drove McCracken to several banks in her car and told her to provide at least 10 grand for the release. As of 2018, all 3 of them right now, if convicted, they're looking at life inside.
I'm glad she made it out because that's some scary shit there.
Yeah, no shit. That's like everybody's worst nightmare, getting kidnapped.
Oh, that's right. The Myers house have underground tunnels, which we never knew 7 movies before. But
yeah, and you're telling me that Michael Myers was living there the whole fucking time? That explains why he disappears for so many years. He's down here.
There's like trap doors, and basically becomes like a Scooby Doo. Like it's pretty much the Scooby Gang.
This feels like a Saw movie before Saw.
But again, like I said, I think to wrap it up is the first 15 minutes is ass, but after that, to me, it's a decent slasher, early 2000s slasher film. I think this movie could have worked if you took Michael out. It was about these kids going into this famous serial killer's home. Like, kind of like, it kind of would have been like, maybe like a Hatchet or something like that.
Or maybe this other film that had the whole there was another film. I don't know if you saw this, but there was another film that came out years ago, which had the whole live stream feel to it. And it's pretty fucked up what happens in it. I think it's called My Little Eye.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever seen that, but if you haven't, man, you should check it out. It's very rare to get, though. I remember seeing it in the cinema when it first dropped. It was really cool. And plus, there was a special feature on the DVD. If you typed in this passcode, which was in the inside of the box, you could literally watch the movie like an actual web stream thing. You can pick which camera you watch while the whole film was rolling.
That's cool.
It was a really cool concept. I thought it was pretty cool. Let me see if I can find the Wikipedia on it, and I'll drop the inbox in for you. And if I happen to find it on Amazon Prime, then maybe.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you would. Yeah, because you would fuck this guy in the basement. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's gonna happen. There you go. I found the Wikipedia for it. I'm gonna drop it in your inbox.
I can be a camera. What does that mean?
Yeah, like where are we going with that?
He's like, I can be a camera, huh?
What is he trying? Is he trying to say his nether regions is the camera pointer? Oh, never mind.
Is it? Is it? She's covered up. Oh, I see it.
Nothing's for sure. It's showtime, folks.
It really is, and I think I just saw an ugly ass skeleton. Ew. I'm gonna pause it a minute because.
I mean, she is hot. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you up.
Yeah, she is smoking hot. Did we just have a skeleton drop in?
Yeah, Tyra and Buster are laughing.
Yeah. Oh, it's Michael Myers' parents. Well, kind of not. But yeah, I just posted that Wikipedia link to that film I was just telling you about in your chat, man.
Thank you.
I haven't seen that film in ages. I'm actually kind of tempted now. I'll have to find it.
Now this is the scene
Made
where
in fucking Taiwan.
Now this is the scene where you either find it entertaining or you fucking hate it.
Well,
I'm in the camp. I'm in the camp of this is entertaining.
Well, I'm right there too. I thought this was actually pretty fucking hilarious. Like I couldn't stop laughing.
I'm sorry. This is fantastic. I love
Here we go.
This is hilarious.
He's like, God damn it, what are you doing? I told you I was doing this.
I mean, I get it. It completely disrespects Michael's character and his dignity, but I thought this was fantastic.
Again, like I said, I thought this was actually quite hilarious.
Like, there's two Michael Myers.
You're not seeing double, folks.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Now, how Michael looks here, how he's lit here, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah. And he's just standing there like, what the hell are you talking about?
Now, I will say, him walking away was very uncharacteristic.
Shouldn't have done that, nah.
I mean, I get the whole, he told him where Tyra Banks was, so he went to go kill Tyra. Okay, I get that, but at the same time, he still would have killed Busta Rhymes there.
Yeah, he would have killed him right there and then.
Yeah, but how the mask looks here, how it's lit here, it's perfect. It's good light. Perfect.
Nice little Friday the 13th turnaround there.
Listen, Brad Lorry, he's good. He's good as Michael Myers. I would have liked to see him in more Halloween films.
I would have liked to have seen him in that Rob Zombie one if they did it. Or at least in some of them, or maybe like I'm just saying
that version of Michael. No, Bradley couldn't do it.
Nah. I mean, Tyler Mane did pretty good though.
I'm not gonna hold you up, Paul. When I was a kid, I thought this scene coming up here was the scariest scene in the film.
I can see why.
I mean. Because I mean, Michael, you know, the whole he lives in the sewers. I mean, little did we know that we're gonna see him in the sewers again a few years down the road. But
yeah.
But the scene when you're about to see him when he's chasing her and how he looks in the darkness while he's chasing and the music that plays, I thought this scene coming up, this death scene, is one of the more creepier. Probably the creepiest deaths in the movie.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing too. And plus, you got that.
Like, I really liked how Rick Rosenthal executed this scene here.
Yeah, and then you got this like half-eaten rat. So this is where he has been.
This is where he's been living for 20 years, which I could kind of buy, but I'm just kind of like. But again, the inconsistencies of the story. So you mean tell me Michael has been living underneath the house while he's been letting Freddie and Tyra Banks put all this shit in his house?
Yeah, it's like, bro, what the fuck is up with this shit?
Yeah, because it establishes that Freddie set up all this shit in the house. I'm like, so Michael just kind of let that happen? Okay.
And this is what he has for lunch.
I see a little Michael's cooking the rats, I see.
Yeah, and one's still alive. Here he comes.
Yeah, but right here, when the lights go out, and like I'm like, this is great.
This was good. This here is how you do a Halloween movie. This one scene.
This is Halloween to me. Of course, when she sees him,
Look at
but
that
look how
light.
Michael looks. Look how Michael looks when he's like walking towards her,
It's awesome.
and the music that plays. See, like right there.
Yeah, like it's really good.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
If they kept the tone like this throughout the whole movie, it would have been fucking good. Just having it like this.
How intensified the theme song is now.
Yeah. I mean, who did the music for this again? I'm gonna find out.
Danny Lux.
Yeah. Yeah, that was him, Danny Lux.
Like imagine that. Like imagine being trapped in a dark ass basement in the Myers house with Michael Myers. That is terrifying.
Oh, and I love that found footage look there where he's just looking at them for the camera. He's like, "Yep, I'm out. See ya."
Yeah, he just pulled her through.
Yeah, the guy
that shot of Michael, which is a nice shot.
It's a good shot.
And he walks away.
Yep. Oh, the guy who did the music for this, yeah. The other films he did was not just films, TV series. He did Ally McBeal, Boston Legal, My Name is Earl, NYPD Blue, Dawson's Creek. So yeah, this guy's been around. Oh, he even did Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yeah, I actually like that scene. That was one of the more scarier scenes in the movie.
It was definitely a solid scene. That one scene right there is vintage Halloween.
Yeah. And poor Donna. But she perished.
Yeah. Your pussy! Hey, bring the camera, son. Bring the camera. All the young girls who want to make life with pussy, your pussy will perish with you in hell. May your pussy perish with you. May your smooth pussy, linear pussy, and tight pussy perish.
I'm guessing this guy doesn't go on a lot of dates.
Now, how Michael looks here, he's in the corner. That's great. That's great.
That's cool. That's cool right there. That's another vintage Halloween moment.
Like, I will say, the things I like about this film is Brad Lurie's performance, the cinematography, Busta Rhymes, I'm sorry. The found footage concept, yes.
Like I said, there is a good movie in this. It's just been overcumbered with all the negatives about it.
Well, I think the concept is fine. It's just the execution. It's just kind of wonky.
Yeah, that's the problem. And it's a shame too, because I mean it's directed by the guy who did the second one, so you'd think he would know what the hell he was doing here. And there goes the signal. Here's when they find out they've been had.
It's me, Freddy. Whoa, relax. Of
course, none of it's real, dude. Like, look at Most Haunted.
Gotta taste it, and I gotta grab it, and I cut all through this trapper just to beat the top of the throat. I gotta have it. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
One of my favorite Busta Rhymes songs of all, "Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See." That's a great song. That beat, that boom 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 boom, legendary.
They used to play that track quite a lot on the radios over here. I remember used to hearing that.
Oh, legendary record.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I know I'm kind of like very selective when it comes to rap and hip hop, man, but I understand the success this guy has.
You can't help it.
Yeah, like this dude has had a pretty good run with his career.
Oh, one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, definitely. He's one of the legends.
I'm gonna scare shit out of more of these motherfuckers. So I'm gonna crack it. Y'all do that. Y'all do what the fuck y'all gotta do. See ya. I love Buster. I love Buster. I love Buster in this movie. I'm sorry.
Dude,
Shoot me. Be mad at me. Shoot me. I don't care.
Dude, he was clearly having a good time. He's got a gun.
This is when Jen's about to get it.
Yeah, this is when shit's about to get real for him.
And I'm sorry, and this last like 20, 30 minutes, it's entertaining. It's entertaining to me.
Yeah, the third act of this movie is this is where things get fun.
I thought it was entertaining.
Exactly.
Like people despise this plot so much. I'm like, I get it, but I think it's really because of that first 15 minutes.
People couldn't get over the first 15 minutes. It's kind of like that whole thing with Terminator Dark Fate. People couldn't get over that bit, understandably. Oh, shit, here we go.
I never understood that snake sound every time he showed up.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. Oh, that voice when you hear her head getting taken out.
I love it. I love it. I love how Michael and them are just watching the hand roll down the steps. It's funny.
Yeah. Digital effects, my ass, boy.
It's live. Some people don't goddamn visual effects. You fucking idiots.
Fucking yeah, that's people today. That there is basically what people are today when it comes to when they see something and they think it's not real, but it actually is. They think, "Oh, this is a good story." Bullshit. I remember this one live stream I saw right years back, and it was this. I just come across it randomly, and this person actually jumped off a parking lot on live stream. You didn't see it, but you could hear her body crashing on the dumpster. I was like, "Oh fuck!" When I saw that. Oh, the head crush.
I thought that was cool. How Michael just puts the knife in the wall. I thought that was badass.
Yeah.
I don't need a weapon. My hands are my weapons.
They're getting these hands all right.
Now that's a great shot of Michael. My problem is you see his eyes.
And again, he's got the makeup blacked out on him. So.
Oh, the dark, the makeup. It's like he didn't really need makeup, but
I get it for the kind of thing that I'm doing with the carnival stuff, but you don't need it with Michael Myers. Just
in the blackest eyes thing, which okay, I get, but come on.
You didn't have to go that far with it with this film, but okay, they didn't have to.
Yep. So Patrick Thomas is about to get it. Again, I always liked this death, and I like the fact he actually fights back.
Yeah, he's actually putting up a fight, which is.
Did you hear the sound the knife made when he swung it? It's like the knives don't do that.
No, knives don't make noises like that out of thin air. Like, come on, man.
He throws the spice in Michael's eyes. That's hilarious.
Yeah. And he's like, quick to dodge it. He's like, really? You're trying to swing at me with those knives?
Yeah, I always like how Michael just, he's just so smooth, just leans back to avoid him.
Yeah. Oh, shit. You made the wrong turn, mate.
Yeah, he got himself cornered. I love it. Oh, shit.
Yeah, just,
oh, shit.
Yeah, it's not looking good for you, dude.
Dislocated his shoulders.
And pinned him to the wall.
And I like that shot where Michael's just staring at us.
Ow.
I'm not there yet, but he just took the knife out the drawer.
Yeah, I'll just pause a minute. It's on the camera footage.
Damn.
He just
fucked him up. He fucked him up.
Up good and proper, yeah.
And Michael opens the door. He's saying, that's classic Michael.
Yeah, very. Like, again, that's a vintage Michael right there.
God, Michael took all of them out quick too.
Oh, yeah, he's making quick work of him. She's a very talented actress. Shut up.
Fucking stupid.
And there's that potato-sized phone.
Deckard? But Miles is Deckard. I love how he said that like we had to be reminded. Like, that's how stupid, that's how little they thought of us fans. Like, we couldn't put two and two together.
They thought we didn't catch on. Well, guess
Hey,
what?
by the way, guys. Yeah, the guy on the computer, that's Deckard. That's Deckard. The guy we've been calling him all throughout the movie. That's Deckard.
Yeah, that's him right there, dude. Hey, what's going on? He's coming up the stairs.
Yeah, like we couldn't figure. Well, I like this. I like that's how they're using the internet to help her get away from Michael. I liked it.
It's good. Yeah, it's a good vibe. And he's staring at the camera there. Don't
see in his eyes. I never understood that.
No, the whole looking at him. Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind the whole he's being like her guide to get out the house. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I mean it's a good concept. I mean, there's another film that came out recently where it's like a siege horror movie, and this woman's blind, and the person that's helping her get around while she's blind is helping her, take out the home invaders. I think it's on Shudder too.
I would have took my chances and jumped.
I'd have already jumped.
I would take my chances. I don't give a damn if it's too high. I would take my chances.
I'll probably have a broken leg out of it, but fuck it. Oh, she kicked him right in the face. He fucking punted him.
And the way how Michael's head snapped back.
He's like, he's like, damn, my nose.
Oh, I always thought that was funny.
It was. Can't see. Well, what'd you expect? You're in an area you can't see.
Oh, well, yeah, it's early 2000 technology,
Yep, we didn't have night vision for those things back then.
Like, if this movie was done in 2024, this probably be like streaming live on YouTube or something.
Yeah. Or they'd probably have the whole seeing it from a computer screen, like that movie Unfriended.
Which, by the way, Paul, I thought that movie was going to be garbage. I really enjoyed that film.
Dude, that film was awesome. Did you see the
It was awesome. I will admit. It was really good.
Yeah. Did you also see the sequel for it, Dark Web?
No, I didn't.
Yes, that one was pretty decent too. You got to check that one out. But yeah, Unfriended, fucking good movie. Interesting concept.
It is.
Because I thought when I was watching it, I thought, what the hell is going on here? And then you put two and two together and you're just like, yo, that's actually not too bad.
That's how scary that would be. You're trapped in the Myers house and you don't know where Michael Myers is.
Yeah, that would be a situation.
Like the concept, it's a good concept.
Exactly. It was just the execution of it.
Oh my God, everybody's dead. Got you all in check.
I guess now he realizes, oh, this is really going on.
Now, here's the thing, Paul. People really hate Busta Rhymes doing kung fu. The thing I would have taken out is the noises. Cut the noises out.
Yeah. Oh, he tackled Myers.
This is how I envision how Busta Rhymes fight Myers would sound like.
Oh, Myers is creeping up on you. You might want to do something.
So you want to be on Dangertainment? Look at Michael's eyes. Ugh.
Yeah. You didn't need the Bruce Lee sound effects, but okay.
No, like Yeah, if you cut the sound effects, yeah.
Oh, hell, what are we doing here? Knives don't make that noise when you're swinging.
It doesn't. I don't understand it.
It's because of Scream. Scream kind of started that.
Look at me! Hell of a bump Brad takes here too.
Damn.
Out the window.
He is hanging out right now.
Listen. If this was me, listen, I understand. Look, I'm a firm component in Michael. We should never see Michael Myers this vulnerable in a Halloween film. But what's gonna happen in Halloween Ends is even more insulting.
Oh, don't remind me, dude. To this day, I'm still bitter about it.
Like this is supposed to be the boogeyman. But again, I'm sorry. Call me a hypocrite. I don't care. But when Busta Rhymes did it there, I found it entertaining. And I don't. Either way, Busta Rhymes, if he did all that shit from watching it on TV and he did that to Michael, that's pretty fucking impressive, Busta Rhymes.
I've got to give him credit for that. He's still alive. Oh shit!
From my Palm palette.
That's never a good sign.
And he cuts the wire. I like that.
Yeah, he's smart.
And here comes the thumbnail.
He's right fucking there.
I always thought that was cool. Like, where is he?
In the house? Where is he? Surprise,
right there.
Ooh.
I always thought that was cool.
Yeah, it's a nice touch. And then there was one for the moment.
Like I said, I if you just watch it in a vacuum, it's a decent slasher.
Exactly.
Now the slow motion shit that they kind of do with Michael, I never really liked.
That wasn't necessary.
Like him coming down the stairs there, I was like, didn't really need it.
No, you didn't. You didn't need slow motion for that shit. Dude, I can see your neck.
Well, you can see his neck in the first film.
Yeah, okay. We usually has it covered up in the later ones, but okay.
Oh god, look at the camera quality. Shit.
Oh, it's before high definition.
Yeah, this is before 4K cameras, folks.
Yeah, I mean, like 4K and HD didn't show up until about, I think it was 2007, because that's when I first started seeing these like HD
Man, if you went
frames.
Man, in 2002, you talk about 4K cameras and talk about how you're talking to a girl online. They'll look at you like, the fuck you talking about?
Dude, if you told me we were gonna have big 60-inch TVs with 60 frames per second and it moves like you're staring out of a window, I'd have said you're crazy if you told me that back
in
then.
2002. If you said that in 2002.
Yeah. And if you told me in 2002 video games were going to look so fucking ultra realistic, your jaw would drop. Yeah.
Bro, in 2002, we thought the graphics were the shit.
Yeah, I mean, look at fucking Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City at the time.
Well, at the time, bro, like we thought, the graphics in wrestling games we thought was, this looks so realistic. Which looking back on it, was fucking terrible. But
it's all coagulated and sticky. You know, this is a throwback to Halloween 2 with all that.
Throwback to Halloween 2, yeah. And we see Tyra Banks, and I was disappointed when Tyra Banks died. I'm like, really? We don't even show her death.
No, you just see her hanging out and blood all over the shot. It's a bummer, I know.
It was. I just thought she could have been so much more in this movie.
Yeah, but again, like I said, I'm guessing it was because of her schedule. They had to do all of her scenes in one day.
I'm about to see one of the most.
Rattlesnake noise.
Yeah, the rattlesnake doesn't make sense to me.
He's
like
not
he ain't
Stone
Randy
Cold
Orton.
Steve Austin.
This ain't Randy Orton.
Yeah, I don't hear that theme song playing.
Oh, this is so cringe here. This is cringe.
No chainsaw thing.
No, not just the chainsaw. This is for Jen. This is for Beauty. For all of them. Hey, but she does more to Michael here than fucking Allison did. I'll say that much.
This is true. Oh, fuck. Yeah, oh shit, you're out of gas.
Bro, in the movie theater, I remember specifically in the movie theater, when the chainsaw stops, I remember the audience was going, "Ah, fuck!"
I can imagine.
Which was kind of the point.
And we all know that when it comes to fire,
she threw the chainsaw at him.
Yeah, like it's like, here you go, have this.
How is he on the ground? I never understood that. How is he on the ground?
Wasn't that explosion when you see it on the found footage bit?
I guess, but I never understood. He kind of no-sold the chainsaw. Like, I never understood how he's on the ground.
I don't know. Oh, he's up.
Well, that's a good setup.
Yeah. Clearly been watching The Undertaker. How did that knife get jagged edged all of a sudden? Oh, yeah, it hit the chainsaw blade. My bad. And here comes Buster.
Just the look on Michael's face, like, what the fuck? Like, I don't want Michael doing that.
Yeah, look,
he's usually calm, cool, collected.
Yeah, he's like, what?
Yeah, like how Michael looks. He looks shocked. He looks legit shocked.
Yeah, like somebody survived me stabbing him.
Now, I was complimenting the mask all throughout the film, but now it's bright. You can see him in full view. It doesn't look as good now.
Yeah. Oh, and not to mention he makes a sound when he gets his fucking nuts zapped.
He does?
Yeah, listen. When you hear his
keep in mind, you're ahead of me. No! No!
Listen.
Fuck Buster Rhymes up like. Oh, hang on.
I'll pause it. He's just got his nut zap. Like,
listen. Oh, yeah. He's raising the knife.
Wait for it. What about?
That's Michael.
Yeah, that's him going.
Michael made that sound.
Yeah, that was him. Yeah, that was him that made that noise. Yeah,
that was him.
Yeah, that was Michael Myers. Yeah.
Oh, that's stupid.
And oh boy, Michael Myers is about to catch on fire again.
So you're making so you made Michael scream like a bitch. Come on, y'all.
Yeah, even though he did get zapped in the balls, but still.
Michael's been through worse.
Yeah, like that. So that's the second time he's been burned to this point, and then
which I'm fine with. I believe that's probably one of the best ways you could kill him.
Yeah, they kind of tried to did that on 2018, and well, you saw how he looked in Kills.
Yeah, we saw. Yeah, we saw what happened. We saw what happened there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Deckard. You saved my life. No payoff to this, by the way, but they don't even meet. They don't even meet.
Well, actually, there's actually 3 different endings that this movie
I know there's 3 different endings, and all of them aren't really good.
Yeah, one of them where she does actually get to meet Deckard, and there was that other ending where he had an axe in his face, and then one where he just pops out of the sewer.
Yeah, all of them aren't
shit.
This ending ain't great, but it's the best one.
Yeah, it's just but whatever.
What makes you so sure it's over? I'm like, oh, Mustafa, let it go.
He wouldn't.
Like, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Mustafa. Look, again, we all love Mustafa Khan. We all love Mustafa. But we listen, I don't give a fuck that he's dead. We gotta tell the truth. A lot of this was his fault. His greed got the best of him.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he was going to keep him alive for as long as he was around.
Yes, because let's be honest, folks. What was Mustafa Khan before Halloween?
Nothing.
I'm just saying. I'm like people don't want to say it. They don't want to say it. But I'm just saying, Mustafa Khan's greed is what led us to where we are now.
Dude, before Halloween, his film career basically went to shit. Then Halloween showed up, and he found his cash cow.
That was his moneymaker. So, I'm sorry. We all love Mustafa Khan. We gotta tell the fucking truth when it comes to him.
Truth hurts, but it is what it is.
I want to see his face. Oh, man, it's not a pretty sight. Fuck, show me his face, you bitch. Show me his face.
Show me the damn face. I want to see it.
Show me the fucking face. This would never happen, though. This would never happen, though.
No.
They would not. They would not do this. Look a little crispy over there, Mikey. Like some chicken fried, motherfucker. I'm sorry. I love myself. I'm sorry.
Damn, dude. That was fucking scathing right there.
I'm like, it's too much. It's too much, but damn it, fine.
We'll take it.
And then, of course, the stereotypical horror movie ending, him opening his eyes.
Jump scares. We don't see these very much these days.
And they clearly set this up for a sequel. I'm glad it didn't, because that was going to be Michael's look. The burnt look, like him bald, looking egg-shaped. It's like,
I would have been intrigued to see that look, but okay.
No, he would look goofy.
Yeah, fair enough. But still. And he screams again.
I never understood that. Like, since when did Michael scream?
Yeah, wait for it. Here it comes.
Yeah,
right about here.
Sounded like he just ejaculated for the first time in his life.
Fucking hell, James! You had to go there? Fuck!
That's what he sounded like!
Ejaculation! Fuck.
Oh,
but there you go. That's Halloween Resurrection, folks.
Yep, that was Halloween Resurrection, folks. Damn. Again, I'm gonna say it once again. I can't. I could shit on this movie so easy. I could tear this movie to pieces if I truly wanted to.
Yeah.
But because of the connection I have with this film, I can't bring myself to do it. I just can't do it.
No, exactly. I mean, like, this movie, like, I mean, okay, it's not the best one in the series at all, but we've seen worse. But this one was okay. It had some moments where we're thinking to ourselves, you know what? That could have worked if they kept it all the way through.
It's not. To me, it's not. To me, it's not that bad.
It's not. I mean, like, I'm looking on Amazon right now, right? There's like 1.7 thousand reviews.
Oh, it's shitted on.
Now.
Oh, it's universally shitted on.
Listen to this. It has a 4 out of 5 stars on my screen.
Okay.
So I'm guessing there are some people that's like, hey, you know what? That's not so bad. Now that I think about it. I'm guessing maybe because of Halloween Ends, but you know.
I think Halloween Ends kind of made people go, you know, I mean, Resurrection wasn't that bad.
Yeah, now that you think about it. I mean, this was 2002, and then 20 years later, we get something that's even worse.
I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. I don't hate Halloween Ends. I think there's some good things about it. It's just it's too different movies at once. Hell, it was kind of the same way in this film. It was almost two different films. Like the first 15 minutes feels like a completely different movie.
Yeah, it's like when you got to that part where he kills her, it's just like, well, that's the end of the movie.
Yeah, you could say that's the end of the film, like right there.
Yeah.
But I'll just give my overall thoughts. Look, I said it in the beginning of the film. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it now. I get it. I get the hate. I get the disdain. I get the fact that a lot of Halloween fans say this is the worst Halloween movie. I disagree respectfully, but that's what a lot of people say. The first 15 minutes is dog shit. It's completely dog shit. That explanation how Michael survived H2O is dog shit. How Laurie dies is dog shit. Hell, if anything, Halloween Resurrection, you could have made Halloween Resurrection and set it in the sanitarium.
You could have done that, yeah.
You could have done that. Where it's just Halloween 2, instead of a hospital, it's in a mental institution, where he's killing some of the patients and the employees of the mills are trying to get to Laurie. And then they have the final fight on top of the roof.
Exactly.
Cool. That's fine. But they didn't, because Jamie Lee Curtis was contractually obligated. Yeah. If you know the story, she was contractually obligated to do this film.
Yeah,
and
sorry.
And you could clearly tell, you could clearly see she didn't want to be there.
Yeah, because I'm reading the trivia about it. It says here that Jamie Lee Curtis hated the idea of a sequel as she felt that Laurie had a satisfying ending in the previous film. She initially refused to be in this film until she ultimately agreed to do it on one condition. She wanted to be killed off in the opening scene.
Well, she got her wish. And then she was never seen again until like 18 years later.
16 years later.
Yeah.
And what a fucking bombshell that was when we saw that news.
That was a bombshell. That was a big. The Jamie Lee Curtis coming back for 2018 added legitimacy to the announcement of the new Halloween film. But anyway. All in all, Halloween Resurrection for me, I will say, even though I enjoy the found footage concept, I will gladly say it is a movie that wasn't needed, wasn't necessary, shouldn't have been made. To a lot of people, Halloween H2O was the end. Yeah. That's the ending of the story, right there. Resurrection should not have been made. Mustafa Akkad's greed, it got the better. He got to the better of him. But I will say I like the found footage concept. I think the concept of kids investigating the Myers house on Halloween night, I think is an interesting concept. I think you could do something with that. I think this movie probably would have worked out better if you took out the Laurie part.
Yeah.
If you took out the Laurie part and Halloween was that whole movie just started from the college on, I think it would have worked a lot better. Because think about this, Paul, and it didn't really hit me till now. This is probably the first Halloween movie since the original where Michael has no ties.
Yeah, I actually agree with that because the original movie, there was no connection. So when they killed Laurie Strode off, they basically brought him back to being the shape again.
Well, I mean, but yeah, true. But then you can't have that. Well, what about John? What about Josh Hartnett character? And I'm like, yeah, that's true too.
What happened to him? Like, they get
exactly. Again, inconsistencies, the continuity's wonky. but yeah, I like the concept. I like some of the cast. I'm sorry. I liked Katie Sackhoff as Jen.
Yep.
I like Sean Patrick Thomas as Rudy. I think the kills. I mean, of course, they're not original, but I like the kills. I like the kills here than I did in H2O.
That's true.
I think the cinematography is solid. Like it feels more like a Halloween film than H2O did. Like I said, I thought Brad Lurie's performance of Michael Myers was really good. I thought he had a very intimidating, scary presence to him.
Yeah.
He was a lot more scary, a lot more intimidating than Chris Duran in H2O. Remember we watched H2O? I said he looks goofy a lot of the time.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
just like a straight up goof, you know.
That was a dude who clearly didn't do his homework.
Well, like I said, he never watched the Halloween. He wanted to make it his own thing, which is perfectly fine. I just thought with the different mask and how the mask, I just look. He didn't. The most least intimidating Michael Myers in the franchise is Chris Duran in H2O, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But Brad Lurie, I thought he was solid. I thought he was solid. Like I said, way intimidating presence. You know, he reminded me of Nick Castle in some parts. I think the scene when he kills that redheaded chick in the basement, probably my favorite scene in the movie.
Yeah, that scene right there was vintage Halloween.
Yes, just how he was lit, how Michael was shot, how scary. Thinking about like you're trapped in this dark basement. You know, I really like that execution of that scene. Favorite kill of the movie? Well, the redhead. It was more so of the environment that was more scary than the kill. Maybe the best kill in the movie is maybe him killing Jen with the decapitation, because we never seen Michael decapitate anybody.
Yeah, he literally took her head off. I think that might have been the best kill in there.
Yeah, with a butcher's knife, which is not possible. But
must have some Brad Lurie behind him.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought Brad Lurie was fine. I like the cinematography. I like the concept. And again, I enjoy Busta Rhymes. I don't understand why people hate Busta Rhymes so much. Like again, trick or treat, motherfucker. Like I'm sorry. I think it's a badass line. I think it's a badass line. People hate that line. People hate that line. I thought it was a badass line. Yeah, I enjoy Busta Rhymes. I'm sorry. Oh, James, you sell out. I kiss the blackest part of my ass. Okay, I like Busta Rhymes and Resurrection. I'm sorry, I do. The negatives is that opening scene. That's the biggest negative. How they kind of handled Michael in some scenes. Like in the scene when he kind of walks away from Busta. Didn't like that. Because if this was Michael Myers in Halloween 1 and 2, he would have killed Busta regardless, then go kill Tyra. Yeah. And the Kung Fu scene, they hate it. But like I said, I'm okay with it. They should just cut the Bruce Lee sound effects. What other negatives do I got? I wasn't, like I said, I thought Sarah was kind of just there. There was really no development in her character. Like to me, Busta's more of the star than Bianca Kajich is.
Yeah.
She was kind of, again, she was just there. She kind of reminded me of Rennie from Jason Takes Manhattan, where she was kind of just there.
She was just there just for a paycheck, basically, you know?
Yeah, just there. You know, see a good-looking woman just run from Michael Myers. Like, she didn't really do anything. And the one time she actually did have a moment It was cringe. This is for Chad. This is for Brownie. It's like, oh Lord.
It was the way she sounded when she says it. I'm just sitting there like,
it was so
dude.
unconvincing.
Yeah.
And the ending, I think the ending's just silly. Now, granted, when I was 9, Paul,
yeah,
that ending scared the shit out of me.
It's not hard to see why, especially at that time.
Bro, I'll never forget when after watching Halloween Resurrection, I was so scared. Like when I slept with my parents, like a good 2-3 days after. I wanted to sleep with the light on. I thought Brad Lurie's portrayal was very effective. I was very effective. Yeah. Like scared the shit out of little baby James. I wanted to sleep with my parents. Like a good 2-3 days after that.
There you go.
But yeah, Halloween Resurrection, unneeded, unnecessary, shouldn't have happened. At the end of the day, outside that first 15 minutes, it's a good, decent time waster. Something that could just kill the time. Slasher film. And I enjoyed the third act. So there you go. Go ahead, Paul. Give your thoughts.
Okay, well, for me, you pretty much covered everything I was going to say, but the movie itself, you didn't need it. We didn't need to have a Halloween Resurrection because it ended perfectly on Halloween H2O. But because the movie was a major success and made quite a good, decent amount of money, which it did, they thought, okay, let's go ahead and make another one. And that's how we ended up getting it. I remember when I first saw the trailer, I thought, well, how the fuck are you still alive? Because you lost your damn head. And then we found out the explanation behind it. And I'm just like, nah, he wouldn't have done that at all. And
you don't buy it. You don't believe it. You don't believe it.
I didn't buy it for 1 second. And then the fact that they killed Laurie off, I just thought, well, that's the end of the movie. But that bullshit 15 minutes aside, there is a decent movie in there. It's just that the execution for some of the scenes was just so bad. If they made the movie a whole found footage concept film, if it was like that from start to finish, you would have had something. Or, like James pointed out earlier, you could have had the whole film set in the asylum. I mean, you had the bit with the hospital in Halloween 2. You had the whole film set there. So what's wrong with having the whole film set in an asylum? But they could have gone there, but they chose not to do that. So you could have went there. That felt like a missed gig. Brad Laurie's portrayal as Michael Myers, I thought was pretty solid. Couple of bits where I'm kind of thinking to myself, man, maybe he shouldn't have done that. But he did put on a solid performance as the character. I mean, he had the look down, he had the movements down pretty good too for some of it. My favorite scene, I'm probably gonna have to say, it's definitely the sewer scene where he's chasing that girl down. I think that was vintage Halloween right there. Favorite kill, it's got to be the head chopping off part. And you know what? I don't give a shit what people say when it comes to Busta Rhymes. I thought he did okay in this as well. There were some moments where I'm just
I will say, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I will say that scene or the scene when he comes through the mirror. I thought that was solid too.
Yeah, that mirror scene was great. But say what you want about Busta Rhymes, but he clearly had a good time being in this movie, and it clearly showed. So I thought he was okay in it. I mean, I don't completely fucking hate it like a lot of people have, but I'm kind of thinking to myself, you know what? You could have done without the Bruce Lee sound effects, but that aside, it was all right.
And maybe they kind of booked Busta just a little too strong. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I think they kind of overpowered him a little bit. They had a bit of Teflon going on, I guess.
Yeah.
What I felt they didn't need to do was having Michael Myers' sound effect when he gets blasted in the balls with a fucking power cable. It sounded like he was ejaculating more than being in pain. Just saying.
I mean, yeah, I've watched this movie so many times. I never really noticed that was him making that noise. That is crazy.
Yeah, that was him. I remember when I first saw it, I thought, okay, well, he's made a sound, but that's not quite the sound I was expecting, but fair enough. But again, like I said, there were some good ideas in this movie. it was just that it was a case of they didn't know what the fuck they wanted to do with it. And I reckon that's where it suffered, because if they stuck with one idea and ran with it, it would have been a somewhat of a semi-decent sequel. But because they were playing around with so many ideas, the film just became an incoherent mess. Sorry,
here's the thing. When it comes to that about the idea, pretty much was that here's what I think. Okay, because you kill Laurie off, you don't have the money, or Josh Hartnett doesn't want to come back. Michael has no connection, no ties. He really doesn't have a purpose in this movie. Honestly, he really doesn't have a purpose, rhyme, or reason. And you have the characters, which I like the characters, but I've heard people make the case that a good chunk of the characters are so uninteresting that the movie has to heavily rely on the webcam and the early 2000 pop culture references. Like early in the film, I heard it, I didn't mention it. The Sean Patrick made a reference to the Osbournes. Let's say, like, we're going to be bigger than the Osbournes. Like, if you was around the time, you knew, the Osbournes had a reality show. It was like one of the first reality shows, the Osbourne show.
I never missed it. I never dared miss one episode because, as you know, Ozzy Osbourne is one of my favorite metal musicians out there. I mean,
exactly. But that's why I said, like, it made an Osbourne reference. It made a Survivor reference. That's why I'm kind of like, if you're not from that time, or if you weren't really around during it, you're not gonna get that. Exactly. So I think that's what the problem. It relied so much on the gimmick of the Dangertainment concept. It kind of lost what makes Michael, because really, if you really think about it, like I said, you could take Michael completely out of this film and had a whole new different killer. It would have been the same thing. I think that's the biggest problem with this film, is because Michael had no purpose in this movie.
Yeah, exactly. Like where else was he going to go? I mean, he finally achieved his goal. So what was there left for him to do?
What was next? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. What's he going to do? Go back in the sewers and live out the rest of his days there, chewing on rats and whatever?
Oh, that's what they implied in Halloween Ends.
Pretty much. Well, he was drinking that rotten, like, containers of milk that looked like piss.
Yeah, but I just I think that's what the thing is, because the over reliance on the gimmick. Pretty much Halloween Resurrection is just a gimmick. It's a gimmick match. Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
It's a gimmick movie, and you could say it kind of loses focus of what makes the Michael Myers, which I kind of disagree. I thought there were glimpses of the old boogeyman in the movie sprinkled in there. It's just not consistent. Like, to me, like the scene when Busta Rhymes comes in and Michael just has that, I won't say scared, but just like just shocked look on his face. It's like, no, he would not do that. He wouldn't react like that.
No, he would just go right back in and kill him.
He would just go back, try to finish off. But the fact that Michael like legit paused and like stared at Busta Rhymes like, how the fuck you still alive? Like, he would 78 Michael would not have done that.
No, not at all.
Hell, I don't even think even James Dew Courtney's Michael would have reacted like that.
No, he would not have reacted at all. He'd have just gone in and just slaughtered his ass.
Exactly. But I'm sorry, I kind of cut you off, Paul. But is there anything more you want to add?
Well, like I said, the movie had some ideas, but because it couldn't figure out what the fuck it wanted to be, that's why the movie suffered in some aspects. So again, like I said, I don't completely hate this movie. There is some fun moments, and I don't give a shit what people say about Busta Rhymes. I thought he did okay in this as well. So yeah, it's just a case of good ideas. They just couldn't decide what to run with. And that's why the movie, I guess you could say, for me, kind of suffers. So I'm on my Bret Hart shit, 4 out of 10.
Well, with me, I'm just kind of like, you shouldn't have made this movie.
Yeah, it was not necessary. You didn't need to do it.
It was completely unnecessary.
You should have ended it on H2O. If you ended it on H2O, I wouldn't have been mad about it. But then again, we go back to when we talk about this movie. Imagine if we never had any sequels after the original, and we only got the 2018 one.
Or imagine if the series stopped after 4.
Yeah, that would have been. Imagine that ending like that. You just left
because really 4 Halloween 4 really in a scope, in a microscope, is the perfect ending to the franchise.
Yeah, especially when you see the evil carrying on to her. I mean, that dude, when we talked about it that day, that fucking scene alone, we were just sitting there like, oh shit. Goosebumps.
Because it came full circle.
Exactly.
Where where Michael's in a clown costume, Jamie's in a clown costume. It strengthens the message of the first film, how you can't kill the boogeyman, evil never dies.
Yeah, and the cycle repeats itself.
And the cycle will repeat itself. And Dr. Loomis was going to shoot Jamie.
Dude,
he was going to shoot her. He
was done.
Yes. So I imagine that, Paul. We had a horror movie franchise where they had 3 opportunities where you could have just stopped the franchise there, but they fucked up because Mustafa Akkad, Michael Myers was his moneymaker. He couldn't let it die.
Didn't want to lose his gravy train. That's what it came down to. That's why we're like now 13 movies in.
And I know, and like I said, rest in peace to Mustafa, but I just feel like he was the biggest reason why the franchise became what it became, because of him.
Yeah. And you could say that.
But even the Weinsteins was telling Mustafa, dude, enough is enough. And he was like, oh no, we can't kill him. And it's like, oh my God.
If I was in the office, I would have been like, fuck you, we're still killing him. Fuck your contract.
Right, exactly. I
mean, like, you're the producer, we're the distributors. What we say goes. You don't like it? Fuck off. There's the door.
Yeah, pretty much. But that's Halloween Resurrection, y'all. Hey, fun. Really quickly too, another positive, the mask.
Yeah.
I like the mask. Now, granted, when we kind of see the mask like fully, like when in brightly lit spaces, but how it was lit in some scenes. That's why I say, folks, when it comes to Michael Myers and the Halloween mask, it all depends on how you light it. Like in Halloween 4. Full view, that mask is horrible. But how you light it in some moments, it looks fucking terrifying.
Or in one case, it looks like a pink one.
Oh god damn. but in Resurrection, the mask here, how it was lit in certain shots, it looked fantastic. Again, the scene when Busta Rhymes is screaming at him, how Michael shot there, looks great. The scene when Michael's coming out the shadows, staring at Sarah in the corner, looks great.
Yeah.
The scene in the basement when he kills that redheaded chick, great. The scene in the garage when everything's on fire, we see it in full view. Ugh.
Yeah, you're just like, ugh, man, what the hell?
It's like, turn the light off, man.
Just have half the area. It would look fine then.
Yes. It doesn't look that bad in this screen. It doesn't look that bad in this thumbnail.
Oh, it looks all right there because it's kind of
it looks fine there.
Like a blur effect, so you can hardly tell the detail on it.
That's the best way to film Michael.
But they shit the bed when it came to that when it's all lit up.
Yeah, when you see it up close, it's like oh man. So that concludes episode 74 of the Primetime Gorehounds. Now, to let you all know, like I said, Paul will be out of town on a trip to Venice next Friday, so there won't be a Gorehound episode next Friday. but there's still a movie picked. Paul's selection, and Paul, you want to remind the folks what the movie your pick will be for the next episode?
All right. Well, when I'm back on the 16th of February, the next movie we're going to be checking out is the post-apocalyptic psychological horror movie called The Divide. Now, keep in mind, folks, this movie is a slow burner, and it's very grim, especially with what's going on in the world right now. This could possibly happen to us.
Cool. And the movie I picked, oh, you're gonna like this one. It's a movie that's considered, well, it's arguably, you could make the case, is the greatest horror film of all time. It is a movie that just passed its 50th anniversary, and my
I know
pick,
what this is. I'm gonna say it.
And go
it's
ahead.
The Exorcist, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Fucking knew it. There you go. Exorcist, folks.
Yes. The Exorcist will be the movie after The Divide. Absolutely.
Nice.
All right, Paul. Oh shit, it's almost 8 o'clock. Okay, go ahead, tell the folks.
I say it's almost 1:30 over here, but yeah, where you can find me.
Yeah, where they can find you.
Yeah, you're on Facebook. Type in support indie horror. That's my indie horror page. There's a lot of good stuff going on there. You want to see photos? Go and type in Paul Burt's Photography Corner. That's where a lot of my Venice Carnival photos are going to be. And I'll be back on Twitch at some point later in the year as well, because when I'm back from Venice, I'm going to be highly aggressive when it comes to trying to reach the goals I want to reach.
Cool. All right, and of course you can find me, of course, here, PrimeTime Movie Network, and of course you can actually find me in about 30 minutes.
Yep.
On the PrimeTime podcast, where me and the fellows will do a Royal Rumble prediction video. So definitely looking forward to that. Are you gonna watch the Rumble, Paul?
Yeah, I'm thinking about maybe checking that out when it goes live. I mean, I might as well, because as you guys probably might not know, WWE Network is going to be done at the end of this year, because for anyone who didn't know, they have signed a 10-year, $5 billion deal to put WWE stuff on Netflix. So hopefully all the content that's on the network will end up on Netflix.
Yes, indeed. I'm sure we're definitely going to discuss the crazy shit that's been happening with WWE these past 48 hours.
The whole thing with Vince McMahon, Brock Lesnar, and the Texas and piss and all. Yeah, I saw that.
Allegedly.
Yeah. I just saw that and I just thought, well, shit, here we go again.
Literally, shit. So I'm about to head over there now to get ready for the prediction video. So, and of course, for PrimeTime Podcast, where there will be a Royal Rumble live commentary as well. So busy, a lot of content from me this week. So this will leave the people satisfied. So we'll see y'all on the 16th for The Divide. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. I could say we've been pretty fair. We was pretty fair with Resurrection tonight, were we?
Yeah, we said how we felt.
We didn't tear it apart, but we was able to eye out our critiques.
Yeah, I mean, it's our opinions at the end of the day.
That too. Well, you had those Halloween fans like, oh my God, this is the worst Halloween movie ever. How could you like it? I thought we were fair today.
Yeah, we were fair about it. That's just how it is.
Yes. No. If I really wanted to tear this movie apart, I could, if I truly wanted to. But at the same time, I could really kiss this movie's ass if I wanted to too.
I mean, don't play with me. I was fair with this movie today. I can't promise that with another film that's in the Halloween series, but that's later on.
Yeah, that's definitely later on.
Yeah.
All right, folks. So that's going to conclude our show. Please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget to check out all 73 episodes of the PrimeTime Gorehound that we've done thus far. If you've enjoyed tonight's show, and of course, I
forgot to mention something else too. Night Comes For Us has now just hit 11,000 views.
That's not even a horror episode. That one's crazy to me.
He's also working on another movie, and it's going to be on Netflix as well. And looking at the images, I'm thinking to myself, man, this has a Night Comes For Us vibe on it.
Like, is my girl coming? Is she involved?
She's not. I don't think she's in it, but there is a cool looking chick on there, and she's got 2 big ass blades. Something bad's about to go down on that one.
All right, cool. All right, so like I said, I'm about to head over to the Primetime podcast for the Royal Rumble prediction video. So be sure to catch me on there. If not, if you don't give a fuck about wrestling, so hopefully you enjoyed tonight's show, and be sure to enjoy tonight the channel's content. And and we're going to leave it off there. So I am Primetime James Thomas with the Gorehounds self, Paul Burt. Everybody have yourselves a safe, productive weekend. And if you're going to investigate somebody's house, don't be all pissed off when the owner is defending their home. That's what Michael was doing in this. He was just defending his home.
Pretty much.
Oh, come on. Who wouldn't be pissed off after a long work day? You know, because you gotta think about this, Mark. You gotta think about it. And I'll wrap it up with this. So Michael, H2O happens.
Yep.
Michael goes back to Haddonfield, comes all the way back to California to kill Lori. No, keep in mind. He waits 3 years. So he stays in Haddonfield for 3 years. Makes the trip back up to California to get Lori. And takes the trip back to Haddonfield to, I guess, enjoy his retirement. And while all this is happening, Dangertainment happens, and they're able to put furniture in the house and all that stuff. It's like, wait a minute, what? Like, it doesn't make sense if you truly think about it.
I don't know if it ever will.
Oh my gosh, yeah. But all in all, Halloween H Resurrection. Hey, it's my childhood in one movie. I grew up on this film. It reminds me of the summer of 2002, and I was a little snot-nosed kid. It was my first Halloween movie I ever watched in the movie theater. So, god damn it, I will defend this film reluctantly, but I will do it.
And at that time, I remember turning 18 and getting my first ever tattoo, which was Chucky. So there you go.
There you go. All right, folks, we are out of here. Have a great weekend. We'll see y'all on the 16th for the Divide, and we are out. Peace.
Bye.